All right, so we just got back to the shop. Ruddy, what are you doing?
Debating if I'm going to a concert right now or not.
If you know what time to go,
Hey,
if you know
how
what
you doing?
time to go, then you could do the math.
Dude, a day to remember. I've been watching those people or listening to them since I was a kid. You know,
Have you
like
never seen them?
I've seen them once.
Oh, so yeah.
But like I don't know, they're here. You know,
are
you
playing-
might as well.
they are
Like they
playing
hyped
Shoutout.
me up so many times to do new bike tricks. Like fucking A. You
And
know?
then now you're here.
Yeah, I've probably broken at least one bone for them.
Yeah.
Or
at
listening
least.
to them.
So we got back to the shop. Eric is working on getting some stuff to pull the cab on Rudnick's truck, but we have a special guest.
Hi,
David
here.
how you doing?
I'm tired from the airport fiasco that everyone's probably seen now.
Yeah,
but,
what happened?
The entire world decided to blue screen of death.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, from one company. Yeah, they had that much power, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, I was in the airport like 36 hours or something like that. Basically, the only way to get a flight out here was to plant a flag in line and see a human. It's the only way. Because
Wow.
their website went down, and it affected every airline except, ironically, Spirit.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. But yeah, Spirit kept flying, Southwest kept flying. But yeah, Delta, United, America, all the big ones, like the good ones, are all like, in my opinion, the good ones.
Yeah.
They couldn't fly. And so it basically bricked the entire airport system.
That's crazy.
Yeah, London Heathrow had issues. A bunch of people in Europe had issues. But anyway, I'm ranting because I'm tired. But I was a man of my word. It was gonna come film, so I stuck it out and made it happen. So
Yeah.
I'm stoked. It's been really good though since I've been here finally.
So if you guys aren't familiar with David's channel, I'm sure you wouldn't not be familiar with it. Like he's an OG YouTuber, been out there forever.
Long
That
time.
dude in blue YouTube, and done tons of car reviews. And he's actually out here today to review one of my cars.
I've always said I should visit your shop, but I just never had.
Yeah.
So now we're here. Yeah, I'm super stoked. And the Godzilla motor is kind of the talk of the town in a lot of ways right now because it's a great towing motor, but it's very LS-like and it's easier to fit into stuff than the Coyote is. And I'm a Coyote stan, admittedly. It's treated me the best out of all the platforms I've had. But the Godzilla, I think, has a lot of potential for a lot of engine swaps. So I think it's going to be really unique to feel it in the S550 chassis because it's a decent chassis. So it'd be really cool to feel like an LS-style power van, but in that. And the 15 to 17 cars they're getting cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
Well,
really
especially
good time.
like you could find like an EcoBoost that's blown up. You could find
yeah.
like a blown up Coyote or even a V6 car. I'm not sure how viable this swap would be to a lot of people,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I think it's cool because I rode in a 05 to 09 3-valve drift car in Kentucky recently, and it was a Godzilla swap. And it made 580 with the cam, almost exactly how yours is. So I'm excited. I got to ride in it, but I didn't get to drive it.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the biggest selling point was the torque. That seems to be like the number one thing you're talking about. Plus, I mean, who doesn't love a good tornado story?
Yeah.
You know, that's
exactly.
We out here where all the tornadoes are. I'm getting freaking flashbacks because in the Denver airport, it's a tornado shelter every 5 seconds. So it's been good. Jumped a Miata 50 feet in the air this morning.
Yeah.
With the Baja, with the
Pretty
Rat
cool.
Factory guys. Supercharged 1.8. It's tons of fun. But this is gonna be, ironically, maybe a little more chill.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a
It
good
should be.
time.
So we're gonna let kind of David do his thing. I'm excited to watch him work, do the thing. So
You've never seen me review a car?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think when I flew to Atlanta, what was it, 2016?
16. I just moved there.
And that
you were in my rental home.
Yep.
I didn't even have a house there
With the
yet.
bullet holes.
With the bullet holes.
I think I found the bullet holes. We were
You
like
did
standing
find
in
the
it.
bullet holes because Spark noting the story. I moved to the Atlanta area and it's only been like a month and I can't sleep. But then all of a sudden I hear these loud like these crazy sound, but it didn't sound like gunshots. So for a month I have no idea what happened. Finally Trevor comes and visited me and goes, "Dude, you have holes in your garage door and your front door and above your water heater and they go all the way to your guest room." And I was like, holy smokes. So I go to our neighbor who had the Baltic Supra and I go, "Hey man, did you hear like anything about a month ago?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, right down the street, some guy got mad at his ex-girlfriend and just randomly started shooting." And every single one hit my house and nobody else's house. So yeah, that dude in blue from the streets.
That's it.
Yeah. Crazy stuff, dude. Crazy times.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna film anything, but I'm excited and be looking forward to that on his channel coming soon.
Coming soon.
All right, so David just got back. Well, he got back a little bit and he already left. We sat around and talked about YouTube and algorithms and a bunch of stuff. But he really seemed to like this engine in this chassis. He said it didn't really feel heavy. he said he really enjoyed the power and just the overall torque of it. And he said the fourth gear in it just freaking pulls. So I'm excited to see his impressions of it. But we are actually going to take this thing on another adventure because obviously, you know, I mean, the thing makes some good power, you know, it makes some good power, but it can always make more. So we're going to drop it off at one of my buddy's shops and he's going to help us spice this thing up just a little bit. Drives great. Really giving me the Drift Week vibes where 2019, I think beginning of 2020, we literally drove this thing like 4,000 miles from Colorado to Texas to New Mexico, Arizona, California when it had the 2J in it. And literally it was just this. Road, towing a trailer with a 2J. Now it's got the 7.3 Godzilla in it. We're headed to True Focus Fabrication for some extra spice. All right, boys, so we made it up here to True Focus Fabrication. They're gonna be working on the 7.3 Godzilla Mustang. Obviously, you could see that right there. It's a Garrett G45 1350. These are the guys who helped out with the all-wheel drive RSX. We got Andrew right here. How you doing?
How you doing? Good.
And I like your green lights in here. So they came down, 3D scanned the all-wheel drive RSX, made these fuel cell like bolt-in things. They make bash bars, catch cans, just a bunch of really cool stuff. They're doing turbo fabrication stuff, and obviously they're gonna be helping me out with 7.3 Godzilla. I'm filming a video for Motion Auto on that. Look forward to that in the future. And if you want to see some updates on this in the progress, be sure to follow True Focus Fabrication on Instagram. They'll be posting some updates on there, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try to film everything along the way, so see
cool.
what we can do, figure it out.
So we just did a huge talking point for the main video that's gonna be on Motion Auto eventually. So if you guys will just stay tuned for that, but we're just leaving this thing. But if you guys are wondering where it disappeared to, it's here.
It's new home.
It's new home for
4 to 6 months.
3 days. We need a turbo kit in 3 days. I guess this is it for now. We'll see the Mustang later. So last night we dropped, or I guess a couple nights ago, we dropped off everything at True Focus. And let me tell you, I have a lot of projects and a lot of cars and a lot of builds and stuff going on. And I can't tell you guys or how much I appreciate them kind of being willing to take on this build for the whole turbo setup on that thing. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. I have a couple little things that we gotta get going in the next couple of weeks. So obviously the FD RX-7, I have this thing listed for sale. To me, it's just considered a big pile of money sitting here, and I don't want to put, let's say, 15 grand in it, because what am I gonna do with it? You know, it's either you gotta do a giveaway, like I don't need this car, and I guess I'm not rich enough to just add it to the collection after I, you know, put a bunch of money in it. So that's why I've kind of listed the FD RX-7 for sale, 7.3 Godzilla. Checks a lot of boxes. It's gonna be a really fast car. We also have an event coming up pretty soon, which is the PFI Speed Fest, August 10th at Pueblo Motorsports Park, which is our local track. And I have the yellow Civic right here. So we got the yellow K-Series all-wheel drive Civic. We have an issue with the cylinder head. I have another cylinder head that we dropped off in the machine shop. We just really need to get that back and put the cylinder head on here. Hopefully get this thing up and ripping, take it to the track, and maybe finally after all these years run an 8-second pass. I literally haven't touched that car in over a year, and it's been crazy. So we got some updates on the Sunny, got the hood and everything almost ready to spray. We got a front bumper for Rudnick's truck maybe. We might be doing some paint match stuff on it. The silver grill, haven't had a chance to even touch the 2J stuff. So literally as soon as Rudnick got here with the Sunny and the whole truck situation over there, it's just been kind of full steam ahead with a lot of little distractions here and there. So the 2J stuff is literally just sitting here. It just needs put back together. You know, obviously file the ring gap, assemble the bottom end, put the cylinder head back on it. But I can't wait to get the 2J back up and ripping. And again, we have the PFI Speed Fest, which is coming up very shortly. So I would like to start messing with the yellow Civic. But overall, we got a lot of things going on here, and I'm super stoked to see how the Mustang turns out with a big old freaking turbo on it. Thing's gonna absolutely rip. So if you guys are stoked on it, follow True Focus, and if you wanna see some updates on their Instagram, and also, we're just gonna be waiting for some updates. But appreciate you guys watching this video. We'll have a truck video update on Rudnick's truck and my new silver truck, which is Rudnick's old truck, tomorrow. Appreciate you guys watching. See you later.